great music, great rears. This is one city I don't mind visiting. MP, you're about to go off.
Everything was good, I think. And came back to Jordan. This place so close. When I was leaving, get in the Uber. Jordan asked to get in the Uber. She was not Lord. That was
Number 12, Jack Moore.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Mitchell is out there with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 spot.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. No coverage that time.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Now here's Booker. Durant in the corner. Mitchell sets the screen for KD. Offensive rebound. And there it is for him.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now Wells. Pass to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Morant missing. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here's Booker. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Plenty of space. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. Back to Bain. Morant outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Morant's got 5.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
It's to Wells. Morant surveying the D. Lopez a screen on Booker. No problem knocking that one down. Morant's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Memphis.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Now here's Jackson. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Beal. Wells in the corner. Outside, Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Booker. Pass to Mitchell. Dunn left side. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, the chosen one.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Now, here's Bain. Picked up 24 points in their last one against New Orleans. Wells kicks to Jackson. There's Lopez with the 3. It's rebounded by Durant.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Booker outside. Back to Mitchell. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 10 points for the chosen one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Morant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Beal. Wide open. And he gets it to go.
Total trust in his mechanics. Beal instantly takes the shot.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against Dallas. Bain against Beal. Bain kicks to Wells. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Suns. Durant with a screen on Lopez. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Lopez. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Mitchell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Mavericks was terrific. He finished with 47 points and came out of nowhere defensively, blocking shot after shot in an incredible effort. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. KD a screen on Bain. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Morant. And it's Beal in the corner to the paint. Bain with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Aldama. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Lopez against Mitchell. Clock up 2 there. Mitchell's got 14.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Over Booker. And it's Morant missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Durant. With the second effort, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Durant. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. And it's Morant missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Bain with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Bain, the bounce pass. Pass to Aldama. Lopez left side. In the corner, Kennard with it. And it's off from three-point range. Suns leading by 4. Mitchell with it. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And the Suns lead by 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Lopez passes to Bain. Buries the long-range jumper. Bain's got 6.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bain is a marksman.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Jones against Morant. On the wing, Mitchell. He's got 14. Here's Richards. It's rebounded by Memphis.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lopez sets a screen for Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
They set the pick. Kicks it out to Jones. O'Neal a screen on Morant. Jones for 3. Here's Mitchell. Shoots over Aldama. And Mitchell gets it to go. 16 points for him.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Pass to Aldama. Outside, Bain. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 16. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Bain against Jones. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul in for Morant. Paul looking around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
O'Neal sets the screen for Mitchell. Joe passes to Mitchell. Back to Joe. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Paul outside. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. He had a nice open look right there. Bain's got 15 points.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
There's the pick. Here's Mitchell. Off with the layup. Desmond Bain getting it done for the Grizzlies. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Right back after this break.
I do see from this case here, there's going to be a lot of different cases that are affecting the home.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Isaiah Joe is out there with Booker. Then there's Bull. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Durant in at the 3. Here's Edey. Nothing on the board. Here's Aldama. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Joe. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Grizzlies shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Kennard against Durant. Kennard kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple. The Suns trailing. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And so here's Memphis after the miss from Mitchell. Such a wide open look. Kennard's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Bull setting the pick for Mitchell. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Wells, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Beal's checked in for Phoenix. Shots good by Booker.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
Paul passes to Wells. On the wing, Jackson. Paul outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Booker. Again, Memphis.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Wells. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by the Suns. Mitchell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Beal with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Bull. He goes up again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. The shot's good from Paul.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Here's Booker following the basket by Chris Paul. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 20. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 22 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Back to Morant. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Mitchell with it. Aldama's there. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 3. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 22. On the wing, Jones. Back to Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. 24 points for the chosen one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Edey. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's Joe on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And the shot by Wells, no good. Suns trail by 3. Joe finds Mitchell. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. They double him with Mitchell. Edey gets the bucket.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Screen by O'Neal. The drive by Mitchell. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And Morant gets it to go.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Aldama. With 2 seconds left. No good there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson here with... You know, for the Grizzlies, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will... And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Phoenix Suns.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecue chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And that about wraps it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And Mitchell drops them both. Memphis leading by 3. Morant outside. Jackson down low. Durant's there. Jackson misses. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Mitchell a screen on Morant. And here's Booker from the arc. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Morant outside. To the left wing. Here's Wells. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. But he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting him know I'm there to back him up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Outside, Katie. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bain kicks to Wells. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 18 points.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Now a chance to look at the best new players in the game with our Rookie of the Year race. Things getting clear with a little over a month to go. You take a look at Wells. There have been times where he's shown his potential, but as of now, he isn't in the conversation for the award.
And how cool has it been to watch this group of young players develop and grow over the course of their rookie season?
Well, it's incredible just how much they have grown from wide-eyed newcomers to Grizzly veterans over the course of just one season.
And it's sent back by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Bain passes to Lopez. Back to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Beal.
Nice defense by Beal. I like seeing him make an impact on this end.
Bain, no good. Here's KD. Here's Mitchell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Morant outside. Pass to Wells. Morant outside. And Lopez has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. For the lead, Mitchell kicks to Booker. Mitchell a screen on Lopez. Booker the pass to Mitchell. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wells. 5 points in the game. Morant outside. Lopez outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Here's Dunn. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The name of...
Substitution on the field.
Jackson against Mitchell for the lead, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. From past the arc. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Mitchell against Jackson. Mitchell gets to O'Neal. It's stolen by Aldama. Pass to Kennard. There's a screen by Aldama. Morant with it. Memphis moving it around. Jackson misses.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
O'Neal sets the screen for Mitchell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Paul's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Suns making a change here as well. Beal's checked in for O'Neal. Here's Paul. And easy 2 points on the layup. Paul's got 10.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Paul against Jones. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. He has 7 as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Paul outside. Down low. Here's Kennard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. The Suns third.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Wells, he's checked in for Kennard. Ball finds Aldama. They get the rebound. Latrey. Edey. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Still showing a little bounce. Beal sends it home.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul outside. Outside Jackson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Mitchell passes to Jones. Outside Beal. Shoots over Aldama, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Durant is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Beal in at the 3, the small forward. With 3, Booker, that's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Now Wells, back to Bain. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Durant finds Booker. For 3, It's rebounded by Memphis. 80's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the wing on the left. Paul against Booker. Paul with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Heaney. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. KD looking around. Mitchell a screen on Bain. A nice shot by KD. And the Suns lead by 1.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright weak.
Oh, and here's the alley-oop. Stolen by Mitchell. And they're on the break. Durant, no good.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Wells kicks to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Edey, covered by Joe.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Enzo Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1. Here's Mitchell. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Mitchell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
They double him with Booker. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense cannot give Paul any airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Here's Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Back 80 picks one up. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Wells kicks to Lopez. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. Booker against Paul. Payton for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. From deep. And there's Dunn on the assist from Booker.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Payne for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Payne's got 33.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Here's Mitchell. Connects again.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as there has been no slowing him down all season.
Well, GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness. Michael Jordan scored 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Booker against Paul. Inside. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Lopez.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
The drive by Mitchell. Lopez with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. Luke Kennard comes in for Bain. And it's John Morant in for Paul. Booker finds Dunn. 6 to shoot. Booker the bounce pass. Dunn misses. The Grizzlies shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Morant against Booker. Pass to Aldama. There's a screen by Aldama. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Grizzlies lead by 2. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Mitchell. Lopez grabs the board. Memphis has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. To the middle. Good D by Mitchell.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Lopez with the steal. Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Over Booker. And it's Morant missing. For Phoenix, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Durant. Kennard with the rebound. Memphis leading. Here's Morant. Lopez, a screen on Booker. Takes it from 10. Basket good. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Wells, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard.
Substitution for the Grizzlies. Wells.
Suns trail by 4. Dunn with a screen on Lopez. Here's Mitchell. Booker outside. Can they get it? And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Booker's got 24 points.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Beal against Bain. Off target with his 3.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Dunn, the bounce pass. Beal gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And the Suns lead by 1. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. Morant against Booker. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Morant with the steal. Outside, Bain. Lopez sets a screen for Bain. The 3. And Brook Lopez gets the 3.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Here's Durant. And the Suns take on 2 more.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And here's Morant. Lopez outside. Fires for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
That one goes. Count it. Mitchell's got 42 in the game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Bain looking around. Lock at 6. Jackson from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Mitchell, a screen on Morant. Booker, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Morant. And he makes good on the layup. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And Mitchell drops them both. The Grizzlies shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Dunn. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Morant with it, guarded by Dunn.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Booker the pass to Mitchell. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The shot-making ability of Durant is what makes his pump fake so terrifying. It gets defenders off balance and leads to the foul.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt them. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Lopez. Count it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
KD passes to Mitchell. Doesn't go that time. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Durant kicks to Dunn to the paint. Lopez with the steal. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing.